Hey, welcome back to another exciting video. In this episode, I'm going to talk to you about how to learn a real estate market. All right, so when I was in the military, the 8.5 years I served, I had the opportunity of living in 8 different places in 8 years, not including combat zones, training grounds, or other countries. I was also real estate investing while in the military. Learning a new market is difficult. I'm going to show you very easily in like a couple different steps of how you can learn a new market in like 5 days or less. All right, I call this my 5-step process of how to learn a new real estate market. The first thing is get in your car and drive for dollars, or drive for land, drive for houses, drive for apartment complexes, drive for mobile home parks, drive for RV parks, whatever your cup of tea is or commodity. I call a house or land or mobile home a commodity. It's something that we're trading is all it is. Another great way is let's get in shape while we do it. Let's walk for dollars. Let's run for dollars. You don't just have to drive. You can drive to an area you're interested in. Now, I don't recommend running through too many RV parks or trailer parks. Nothing against that. But I just recommend running and walking in nicer areas. Like if you're investing in C-level apartment complexes or D-level stuff in Detroit and Michigan, and don't take my advice on running and walking in those areas. Maybe drive in those areas, and preferably drive with a partner or someone else that's going to be there, to be there with you, just as an extra precaution. And always tell your friends where you're going. All right, so I don't want this to turn into a safety video, but definitely bring pepper spray as well. Step 2, a little safer activity would be go to meetups, real estate meetups, join real estate meetup clubs. How do you find these meetups? Go to meetup.com. It's a great app on your phone. Another option is, biggerpockets.com. BiggerPockets has a wealth of knowledge, but I want you to be very careful with BiggerPockets. Nothing against them, but this can turn into a rabbit hole. Like there's so much information on there. I feel like sometimes people just go on and feel like posting and replying is real estate investing. It's not. You're on BiggerPockets or you're on the meetup.com for a specific purpose, and that's to figure out where the meetups are, where the real estate happenings are, because you want to rub shoulders with people doing deals. When I was located out in Colorado Springs, my office is still out there, my team is still out there, but now I've located to Florida. Guess what? I started a real estate meetup in Colorado Springs, and that real estate meetup is still going. Colin and Dan are still running it. They're doing an amazing job. But what that allowed all 3 of us to do was become the celebrity, the authority in our market, but it also brought people to us. They came to our event. We were seen as the know-how. We've got private lenders from that. We learned our market from that. And I did that after only being in that market just a few short months. All right, what do you do with these meetups? Like, add value. At the end of the day, how do you add value to the seasoned pro that's been investing in real estate for a long time? How do you add value to the guy that's getting out of the business but has plenty of money to lend? How do you add value if you're just starting out or just learning a market? I'd love to figure out a way, because everyone needs value a little bit different way, but here's an easy way to do it, and it's just ask. It's just ask that person. And don't be expecting an answer on the first time. They're not going to give you an answer after the first time you see them. They're probably going to need to see you a couple times. All right, step number 4. This is super simple, and you can do it from your office or your home. You can sign up for Zillow.com in your area. Sign up for an account and show what you're interested in, whether it's lots or land. Like, I'm the land man. Obviously, I'm going to talk about land mostly, or houses or apartments. I don't know that Zillow does a lot of apartments, but houses like 3-bedroom, 2-bath. You will get notifications when things change on Zillow. Same thing with Realtor.com. Same thing, free account. You can see what's happening with all the 3-bedroom, 2-bath houses in Fort Pierce, Florida. And then Redfin.com, another great asset, another great area. Redfin, I found, is not available in like a lot of rural like stuff in the middle of nowhere, but is very good in cities and areas that are kind of well established. Signing up for those 3 things will kind of give you the instant updates of when price decreases happen, price increases happen, things come on the market. It's very good to be in the know, and you kind of see that right off the bat. All right, step number 5, 5 realtors in one day. This is going to be literally like an MBA on your market, like a master's in business administration, but literally on your actual market you just jumped into. And I'm an expert. I've been in so many markets in the last 8.5 years. I've got the authority to talk to this. I've invested in every one of those markets I've been in. I've joint ventured with. I've bought rentals that I still hold on to. I've done land flips. So this works. And 5 realtors in one day. I'm going to give you exactly how to do it. The first realtor is breakfast. Take this realtor out to breakfast. And breakfast can literally be on a discount. Like breakfast like McDonald's, the flapjack meal. Like, it doesn't have to be a fancy breakfast. Most realtors aren't like trying to go and sit down and have a fancy meal in the morning. I'm sure they probably appreciate it, but realtors all the time, they're networking, they're going out. They're probably not used to people buying them a breakfast or a coffee. So talk to this realtor about what's going on in the market. Where's the growth happening? What is their highest demand? Is it 3-bedroom houses? Is it 4-bedroom houses? Is it vacant buildable lots on the east side of the county? Like, what is going on? You really want to get a feel for this. And this is the time when you're humble. You don't have to know the answers. You tell them, hey, I just moved here. I'm looking at started. Here's what I've done before. I'm a military officer, or whatever it is. I'm a doctor. Like, you just explain, tell them what you're doing and what you're looking to accomplish, and have them throw you on their email list, and they're going to be sending you deals. That's the first one. That's just breakfast. Now let's move on to coffee. The next appointment is coffee. So breakfast is at 9 a.m. Coffee's at 10:30. And these don't have to be very long appointments. I want you to ask this next realtor, hey, what's going on in the market? Where's the growth happening? What's the biggest demand? Is it 3-bedroom houses? Is it 4-bedroom houses? What are you seeing out there? What do you like to see in a preferred client? Basically, figure out how to serve this realtor as well. Don't just take. Ask what this realtor needs, how you can help their business. All right, that's the coffee point. That's the coffee meeting. Next, lunch. Lunch, you're probably getting hungry by this time because you're doing a lot of listening and a lot of writing, and this coffee is probably making you more hungry. So noon is lunch. Here's another realtor. You're going to ask, hey, what's going on in the market? Where's the biggest demand? Is it 3-bedroom houses or 4-bedroom houses? And you can go off of each one. You can build off of each one. You know, how can I serve you in your business? Where's the most demand? Things like that. You're pretty much asking the same questions, and get your questions. Like, it's okay if you're reading from papers. These realtors don't care. They're just loving the fact that they're getting a free lunch and they're providing value, and eventually, hopefully, you're going to provide value for them. All right, lunch is over. Now it's time for that coffee meeting. This second coffee, that could probably be a non-caffeinated or a green drink or something like that, so you're not like zinging by the nighttime when it's time to go home and play with your kids or put them to bed. What's going on in the market? Where's the demand at? What are you seeing? Where could I get started? I'm just getting started. I'm a newbie. Like, be open, be humble. Don't have to know all the answers all the time. All right, so coffee appointment's over. What's after coffee? It's now dinner time, like 4:30, 5 o'clock. The last realtor, the 5th realtor, this is the dinner one. You know, this is the end of the day. This one could be quick. It doesn't have to be long. Like, hey, what's going on in the market? Where are you seeing the growth happening? I'm brand new to this market. Where do you suggest someone like me started? And by the time you talk to all 5 of these realtors, you're going to notice some patterns, and go with the patterns. That's it. This is a very important meeting, and most people, 99 of 100, that watch this video or take this advice would not be willing to do these exact steps that I just gave you of talking to realtors, because it's work. That's a whole day out of your day, and it's also an investment. You're buying all these coffees, you're buying the lunches, you're buying the dinners and the breakfast, but this is an investment. Let's just say it costs you $200 for this day, and this $200 spent earns you an extra $2 million in the next 5 years. Is it worth it? $200 for $2 million in 5 years? I think it is. I think you can absolutely do it, and I feel like I'm undershooting as well. You can probably make a lot more than that in 5 years in real estate. All right, before I get into this bonus tip, I definitely want you to hit the subscribe and like button to this video. I'm showing you how to learn a market literally in less than 5 days. So definitely like and subscribe this video. All right, here's my bonus tip. This tip right here is by far going to put you in a category of learning a real estate market in less than 5 days. I gave you, the realtor thing, but this is even next level. I want you to get in touch with 3 We Buy Houses companies. I want you to Google, let's just say you're in Colorado Springs. I want you to Google We Buy Houses Colorado Springs, or better yet, Google Need to Sell My House Fast Colorado Springs, or maybe you're in the land, Need to Sell My Land Fast Colorado Springs. You're going to look at the top 3. You're going to see the top 3 buyers, and I want you to call each and every one of these people and say, hey, I just moved to the area. I'm actually starting in real estate. I'm an Army officer, or I'm a surgeon, I'm a dentist, I'm a secretary. I'm just getting started. I wanted to see how I can add value to your business and how we can do a deal together. And 1 out of those 3 are going to be so happy that you called, and they're going to give you ways to do it. And they might not give you ways on that first call, but they might be open to meeting for a coffee and exploring other ideas. Hey, would you be open to doing some coffee? And I'm sure you're coffeeed out by now. Would you be open to, doing a tea or a coffee next week and exploring some ideas on how we can do a joint venture together or do a real estate deal together, or I can provide value in your flip company. I see you're flipping all these houses. Would you be interested in bringing on a project manager? I'll do it for free. I just want to learn the business and see what's going on, because a lot of times these investors, these flippers, they're busy. They're always needing something, and it might not be not right now, but it could be next week from now. You never know. And then ask them to save you in their phone. Hey, save me in your phone as whatever that service is, as project manager, or I mow grass for a living. I can even go by and mow that grass for you. Or I cut down trees for a living. If you ever need a tree cut down, I'd be happy to do it for you. I do it for literally at cost. That way I can kind of learn this business. You know, there's a lot of great guys out there. There's a lot of great girls out there, and a lot of people willing to help and pay it forward. So don't be afraid to call and ask how you can provide value to another house buying company or a land buying company, because there's ways to do it. We have people do it with us. We've done internships with people. So I hope that helps. That's my bonus tip for you today on this video. All right, as you know, the real estate market is hot. I've done over 271 parcels of land deals. We have now over 100 notes paying us. This is completely geography freedom. I can do this from anywhere in the world, and I've got this tried and true method that I'm teaching people how to do this, exactly what I've done to change my life financially, time freedom, geography freedom, and I love this business. So if you're interested in hearing more about it, how to build a business that serves you, your family, and others, head on over to thelandsharks.com. The link is below in the description. Fill it out, schedule a call with my team, and if we feel like we're a great fit, I'd be honored to coach you.